Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over the info for the season 138 of the Tournament of Power. I will show you the route, team building, boost and so on. We're gonna have timestamp in the video bar, and this video will act as a preparation for the walkthrough that is coming this weekend, and hopefully I will upload it Saturday night or Sunday morning. So we're gonna follow the yellow line, and in this season is straightforward until the last fight. There is only one branch in fight number 12. I would advise the one on the middle because the one on the right is pretty hard to target with. There is too many tag units, and the positioning would be really wonky if we took it, so the one on the middle is much easier. Other than that, we're gonna have a lot of fights with reds in the top row, so reds are gonna be an important color to take. Also gonna have a couple of fights with yellows and just a few with greens, purple and blues. The details are gonna be on screen quickly. Fight number 1, we're gonna need either yellows or purples in the top row. Fight number 2 and 5 are the same, and we're gonna need some reds. Fight number 3 is gonna be also red, so 3 fights at the start with reds in the top row mandatory. We're gonna have also fight number 4 that can take yellows or reds, and I would do yellows because our reds will take a lot of damage if we do them 4 fights in a row. Fight number 6 can be anything you want. Fight number 7 is gonna be either yellows or greens, and we're gonna choose yellows because actually greens is not possible with 2 purple enemies. Fight number 8 is gonna be some reds or some blues. Fight number 9 is reds again, and that one is mandatory. Fight number 10 is gonna be some blues or greens. Fight number 11 is gonna be some yellows or purples, and fight number 12 is gonna be mandatory greens. As you can see here, we're gonna need a lot of reds, and we're gonna build accordingly during the team building section. Here is the boost for this season. Now we're gonna have the new units ToP and Goku as tier 1, 35% boost, and if you got them you must use them in every single fight. We're also gonna have the tier 2 units that are Universe, Survival Saga and Rival Universe, or USS plus Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is Super Saiyan Blue. There is a lot of options, so I didn't list them all. I'm gonna show you how to filter in game to find them very easily. Also, I gave you all the free to play units you can farm from the Vados event. If you need a couple of characters, there is 2 purple, 2 greens, 1 blue. All the colors are going to be very useful. Furthermore, that Vados event gives you like free Zenkai power to Zenkai Unirep characters. There is all of them there. It doesn't give you any Z power, but if you got the characters 7-star, you can get them Zenkai up to Z3 for free, which is really nice. Z3 is still very useful in ToP, and that can help you in the long term if you get any ToP seasons around USS in the future. So I would really advise you to farm that event. I made a full video on it, you can check it out on the channel. And please go farm the Zenkais if possible, the free to play to max 14-star, because it can give you a huge advantage in the game mode. Now let's move on to the team building. This is the team building for the season. It's gonna be pretty straightforward. I have the summary chart on screen, but in general what we're gonna have is 2 purple unit, 2 red unit, 2 green, 1 yellow, 1 blue. If you don't have 2 red unit, you can replace one of them with a yellow or blue as a secondary unit, but I would really advise to have 2 reds. You must have LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku if you own him in your team, instead of one of the tier 2 purple I own. Same for red Goku, he will replace one of the reds. Other than that, it should be super easy to find out which characters are tier 2 in your box. You just filter by Universal Survival Saga as an episode, and you can put as your tag Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan plus Rival Universe. Do not click include all tags, and they should all pop up. To find out which ones are the best for your team in terms of colors, you're gonna filter by power level here, and you can find out which ones are the best. For example, we're gonna go with purple. and you can filter and find which ones have the highest power level. Now I didn't use the two best actually because I wanted to test the Jiren here, the free to play, so I removed the Zenkai Jiren. But if you want to go more optimal, I would remove the free to play Jiren for the Zenkai one in this instance. Then you're gonna do that for every single color: red for example, green, purple, yellow and blue. You're gonna need only one blue, one yellow, like I said, two greens and two purple and two reds. Now purples, there is two free to play, so you can find two free to play to max 14 star if you need them. Same for green, so you should have two purple, two greens, no problem. For blue, same thing, there is free to play Jiren, and actually he's the best blue to use in my opinion, unless you have some other art boosted. Make sure everyone is above 7 star, make sure your free to play are 14 star, and you can Zenkai your characters from the Vados event. You can get them to Z3 if needed. For example, if you have got ToP 7 star and you want to Zenkai him, you can get him from the Vados event to Z3, and Z3 is gonna be absolutely fine. That's basically it about the team building. It's just depending on what you have in your box. Just one thing, do not use this character, the Evo, Vegeta and Goku. They do not count as a green character, so please do not use them. You have some free to play if you are struggling with greens. This Vegeta is available, and you have also the free to play Vados that you can farm right now, and make sure they are 14 star if they are free to play. Let me go over the equipment very quickly. You can have the classic Clash equip, car equip and second gold equip in your team, like the Bergamo here. For me, I have a very high star team, so I can allow myself to have some offensive equip. For example, one of my red will be defensive, the other one will have damage. But if you have a very low star team, or a team that is not friendship and all, I would advise you to go with the classic. If you have a high star team, you have some friendship, I would do some offensive equip on my purple, some offensive equip on my greens. My yellow must have a defensive equip because he's gonna be in couple of fights in the top row alone. My blue can have an offensive equip. For reds, I would do both of them defensive if possible, unless you have like two Zenkais like me, because they will be in the top row in a lot of fights. One last thing for this team, make sure to have your Jiren to strike. This one, the free to play, he will default to blast, but he has much higher strike attack, so if you are using him, make sure you have him as strike. I can also show you my friendship if you wish to. Here is what I have. Basically everyone is max friendship, and for my art boost, I only have a little bit of art boost on Caulifla. I used her in the old ToP format, so she has a little bit of art boost, but it's not gonna be super necessary. That's all for my team. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any question, let me know in the comment. Have a good one and goodbye.